Okay, welcome back everybody. I'm Dave Forrest. As you can tell, we've kind of changed locations since we were last at Hornet Hobbies, and it has been a while. I do apologize for that. It's taken. We were looking for a new place to shoot when Dave closed the store back down in January of this year. At the time of shooting, we're in mid-December here. So it's taken us some time to find a new spot. Dave's retired from the store, and he's moved to a very nice little town north, about a 3-hour drive north of Toronto. So not always easy for him to get into town, but certainly when he does, he'll be part of what we're doing here. So Robert and I have decided to kick things off again. I know we've been delinquent. I guess me in particular have been delinquent in providing any updates and also providing responses to comments. I do apologize for that. We'll certainly, as we pick this thing up again, we'll certainly be a lot more responsive and ensure that we do respond to everybody. And we appreciate everybody's feedback and comments. That's kind of what keeps us going as a channel and keeps us getting up early on Sunday mornings. We're still doing this on Sunday mornings, and we're doing this in my garage, as you can see here. It took us a while to clean up. Spent a good chunk of the summer getting this place ready to shoot. Still got a little bit of work to go, but I think we're at a point now where we're ready to go, and we're excited to get things kicked off again. So a few notes about the format. I think we're going to look at doing. So we're going to be armor focused because that's kind of where we started off, and that's where we have a bit of a following. Certainly want to continue that, but I think we're going to expand to other types of models like aircraft, science fiction. Maybe some ships. It's not going to be a main focus. I think armor will still be the kind of the key focus for the channel. I do an aircraft model every now and again, but I'm not a fantastic aircraft model. There's much better out there than I am. But with armor, I'm certainly a lot more comfortable, so we'll continue to do that. But there will be other types of models that we do. The other thing too is we're going to bring in a few more guests. We're kind of lucky being where we are here in southwestern Ontario, where we have access to a lot of great guys that do modeling that are very good at what they do. So we're going to bring them in, have them give us some of their tips and what makes them successful as well. So that'll be an ongoing regular feature. So that'll looking forward to that. Have made a lot of great friends through the hobbies, and I'll be excited to have them partake in this channel as well. So that's about it. There's a few more words I want to say about this COPPA thing that's brewing up on YouTube. So COPPA is the Children Online Privacy Protection Act of 1998, and what's happened, as I understand it, is that there's been looks like there's some risk to channels or to videos that target children 12 and under. We're not one of those channels. We don't feel we are. I guess we'll have to we'll kind of see what happens with the YouTube algorithms as they go through things. But we don't feel we are. We certainly never targeted this at children of 12 years or younger. This was always more for adults, people looking to get back into the hobby that haven't been in it for years, that did this maybe as a kid and are looking to kind of get back into it with some advanced features and techniques. Certainly the tools and the chemicals that we use aren't really meant for children. So I hope that kind of clears that up and puts to bed any risk of that being applied to us. That being said, we're not in the U.S. We're in Canada. So worst case, I think for us, the FCC isn't able to apply fines, but they are able to take down the channel. So something may happen if we get caught up in the algorithms, but we think there's probably a doubtful chance of that happening. So hopefully that works out. I guess we'll know in the next few weeks or a month or so. So that's it. Yeah. So we'll looking forward to being back with everybody, and we'll focus on doing work and actually showing models and techniques on models and all that. We're not. This will probably be the last time we talk about anything. We really want to focus on providing the tips, and that's the feedback we've gotten from everybody is that hey, we'd love to see what you guys do in the models. We'd love to learn from that. So we'll try and keep the talking down to a bit of a minimum, but certainly when we have a guest, there will be some discussion back and forth. We'll talk about what we're going to do and the subject that the guest will be doing and whatever I'm doing as well. So that's it for now. Looking forward to catching up with everybody and rekindling those relationships. So stay tuned for more. Thanks very much. Okay, welcome back, everybody. As my first guest, I'd like to introduce Harvey Lowe.
Hi, everyone.
Harvey, uh, got that awkward handshake out of the way. Harvey's been a really good friend of mine for I guess almost 8-9 years now.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Met Harvey through the store, Hornet Hobbies, and we've been great friends ever since. Go to a lot of shows together. Met a lot of great people in the hobby through Harvey, both north of the border, south of the border, and even down into South America for that matter. So Harvey's been a bit of an inspiration to me. He's helped me out with a lot of tips and techniques. One of the best, if not the best, scratch builder around, and also a recent winner of the AMPS Master Award. So Harvey here is an AMPS Master. I think he won that back in 2018.
18, I think it was. Yes.
Yeah, in Dayton. So so great to have you as part of the as part of the channel. Harvey's a very well-known armor modeler. But he's going to be doing a science fiction subject to start as one of the many projects he'll be doing here with us on the channel. Now we should talk about what we're calling ourselves. So I had mentioned that we were looking for a place, and then we moved into my garage. So we came up with the name of Garage Studio Modelers. So that's what we're going to kind of go under the moniker of. We may do something on Facebook as well. We might set up a Facebook site, so we're still kind of working through that, but more details to come. But that's kind of the official name. I will be continuing on with my BT7 here. So the last time we shot back in I think March, I was still doing some building on it, and I think at the end of that video I said that I would have everything primed for paint next time we got together. That quite hasn't happened. There's still a few more things from a build standpoint that I want to show in terms of tips. And then Harvey, you wanted to let us know what you're going to be working on.
Sure. I'm gonna, as Dave mentioned, I'm an armor modeler. I do aircraft, some figures, but primarily I love armor, mostly ships as well. So this is actually my first foray into sci-fi, and as Dave mentioned in the introduction, we want to introduce some new subject matter because some of the techniques cross over all of these disciplines. And we thought that if we do something a little bit different out of our comfort zone, it shows that we're able to expand our skills into these other areas. So I'm working on this. It's a small model, so I hope you enjoy it. It is the, okay, I'll just put it right in front of his model so you can see it. See that? It's a 1/72nd Star Wars Millennium Falcon. I think they call it the perfect grade. Now, I don't exactly know what that means. I know there's some sci-fi modelers out there. But this model is big. And what I'll do is when I do my piece on this model, I'll talk a little bit about the build, mostly through photos, because it's actually a snap built kit. And it takes a long time to put those parts together. I'll talk a little bit about the construction, and then I'll do most of the demonstration about painting and weathering. So mine's bigger than Dave's, but you know, he's very, very sensitive. So we'll take this box away.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of packaging, I have to say. Yeah, looking forward to that, Harvey. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about I think what we're seeing nowadays is that a lot of the techniques that we use a lot on our armor models, you can use a little bit on aircraft, certainly on science fiction, but especially a beat up ship like the Millennium Falcon. So real excited to see what you do with it.
Yeah, and you know, we're here less to talk about the accuracies of models, would you say, about whether it's the, although I must point out that this BT7 kit is one of the most inaccurate Tamiya kits ever. The rivets, there should be 7 on one fender and 3 on the other, but you know,
No.
we'll leave those things alone.
No, that's not true. That's perfectly accurate. Thank you, Harvey.
You're welcome,
I
David,
appreciate
for
that.
input there.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward to moving forward with these 2 projects. We're going to do a little bit on the BT7. Harvey's going to do a little bit on the Millennium Falcon. There'll be separate episodes, so we'll post them separately. But yeah, that's the type of thing you can expect.
So, Garage Studio Modelers, hopefully we'll use that term over and over again, and then you can begin searching on it, and maybe, like Kentucky Fried Chicken, you can call it GSM.
GSM is good.
GSM is
a
good.
nice ring to it.
Yes.
So
So
we'll see what
in the
happens.
next episodes.
Thank you.